All of you, please turn off.
మీ దగ్గర మ్యూట్ చేసి
Prabhu.
ఇచ్చిన మీకే
షేర్ చేసిన షేర్ అవ్వట్లేదు.
ఇచ్చిన మీకే షేర్ చేసిన
మీ కోహోస్ట్ ఇస్తారు సార్, ఒక నిమిషం. మీది ఐడి ఏమని చెప్పండి. నేమ్ నాగరాజు బై డీటెయిల్ ఉంటుంది చూడండి. ఒక నిమిషం. ఇస్తారు.
Am I audible? సార్ వచ్చింది సార్. నేను షేర్ చేయడానికి నాకు పీపీటీ ఓపెన్ అవ్వట్లేదు సార్. Am I audible, participants? Good morning everyone, am I audible?
ఏం సార్ ఎందుకు ఇట్లా వస్తుంది? స్క్రీన్ షాట్స్ తీయండి, అది పైన స్క్రీన్. ఓకేనా?
Dear participants, please turn off your videos.
I will
యశ్వంత్
reconnect again.
రమ్మని చెప్పండి. వస్తలేదు, అందరూ వచ్చి వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నారు.
Dear participants, please turn off your videos.
I will
ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది, అందరూ వచ్చారు. అందరూ వచ్చి వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నారు.
Dear participants, please turn off your videos.
ఏమన్నా? అది ఆఫ్ చేయండి, సౌండ్ ఎందుకు వస్తుంది? సార్ పైన ఉన్నారు, ఒకసారి చూడండి. హలో, అరే
Yeah. Am I audible now, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes. Sir, few minutes, please. We will start in few minutes.
No problem, sir. I will wait. No problem.
Sorry for it.
Am I audible now, sir? Yes, sir. Yes.
యూట్యూబ్ లోనే ఉందా? క్లోజ్ చేశారు, యూట్యూబ్ క్లోజ్ చేశారా? క్లోజ్ చేశారు ఇప్పుడు.
Start and
Yeah, good morning, one and all. వస్తుందా?
Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
Good morning.
sir.
Yeah, please don't respond. Good morning, one and all. Welcome to this webinar organized by the Department of Computer Science and Applications, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University.
Sir.
Today, we are going to have the topic is role of data science in science, technology, engineering, medicine, education, and management. So we are having a wonderful resource person with us, Dr. Nagaraju Baideti Garu. Sir is working as assistant professor grade 1 for the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, National Institute of Technology, Nagaland. So Sir has published various books and various research papers in various reputed journals. And Sir has also participated in various AI summits at national level and international level. And Sir is having vast experience in teaching field, and it's very good, fortunate to have Sir with us today. I hope this webinar lecture will help us to gain a wonderful knowledge on the role of data science in various fields in the present era. And I hope you will get benefited with the wonderful lecture by the Dr. Nagaraj sir. So I'm handing over to the Dr. Nagaraj sir. Sir, please proceed, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pattu sir, for giving a warm introduction. I hope I am audible to you clearly.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, you are.
Am I audible?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
it is clear.
Okay. So it's indeed. Thank you, sir. It's indeed a real Department of Computer Science and Engineering, National Institute of Technology, Nagaland. The topic of the day for us in today's webinar is the role of data science in science, technology, engineering, management, education, and medicine. Now, when we talk about data science, people think that it is purely belong to the computer science and engineering background people. But during my course of presentation, I hope everybody will appreciate that data science has various applications in multiple fields where we are all involved with in our daily life. So I request Bhattu sir to go to the next slide, please.
Screenshot తీయండి.
Yeah.
Participants కూడా.
Sir, you are not audible, sir.
Okay.
ఇచ్చారు already. Sorry for the interrupt, guys. We'll be back to you. Sorry, reconnected. Okay. సార్ మళ్ళీ రీకనెక్ట్ అవుతున్నారు నాగరాజు బై డిటి అని వస్తుంది రీకనెక్ట్ అవుతున్నారన్నారు సార్ మళ్ళీ ఫోకస్ చేయాలి లైవ్ ఆఫ్ చేయనా లైవ్ ఆఫ్ చేస్తా స్టార్ట్
ఛార్జింగ్ పెట్టుకోవాలి ముందే అవుతుందా అయితే కదా
సార్ అన్మ్యూట్ అయ్యింది సార్ ఓకే yeah okay I'm sorry it got disconnected.
పార్టిసిపెంట్స్ ఇది స్క్రీన్ షాట్స్ తీసుకెళ్ళారు రికార్డింగ్ కోసం
Okay, fine. So let us start. Sir, go to the next slide, please. Let us try to understand what is data science. Data science is all about, sir, you can click next, all about studying data.
Okay,
right? Now, what exactly we do with this data, right? Nowadays, we live in a world where Sir, I think echo is coming. Could you please mute your audio, sir?
Course not.
Or our phone is connected or not? Okay. So study of data. What exactly we study? Right? When we talk about study of data, it can. Sir, I am getting echo of my own voice. Sir. I request everybody to kindly mute your audio, please.
Sir, you proceed, please. We are not getting any echo or any disturbance.
Yeah, okay.
It's clear for us, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay, sir. So when we talk about study of data, as we are living in a data-driven society, everything nowadays, every project, or you talk about any aspect of education, arts, medicine, right? Everywhere we have data. So data science deals with acquiring knowledge from the data. So this is data science is also a process. Sir, whatever I am speaking, I am able to hear the same. I am unable to speak. Continuous echo is coming to me.
Sir, problem is with from your side only, sir. There is no problem from our side.
Are you able to hear me, sir?
Yeah, it's clear only, sir. Your voice is very clear. We are not having any problems
Okay.
from our side.
Okay, sir, I will continue. Actually, the problem is when I'm talking, no, the moment I tell the next dialogue, again, my own dialogues are coming to me. So I am unable to tell the next explanation. No issue from my.
Sir, you have joined in two devices, no, sir. That is why. Now you.
No, I joined only one.
Then
Another one is also coming soon. Okay, now okay.
now it's okay, sir. You proceed. Sir, వెళ్ళిపోయారు కదా.
Unmute me. Yeah, it is unmuted. I think now this is clear.
Sir,
Okay.
please proceed.
So what we are going to the data is we are going to derive knowledge from the data. What kind of knowledge we are going to derive? See, I will tell you a very simple example. Let us take the concept of a farmer in the olden days. When farmer sees the seasonal changes, he know what kind of crop he has to use, and he knows when he has to keep the water for the farming land. By seeing the sky, they will be able to tell us whether it will rain in the coming week or not, or will it rain today or not. How they got all the knowledge? They didn't have any computers, they didn't have any data science, or they didn't have any analytical machine to work with, but the knowledge they acquired from the data which they gathered manually. For example, from their childhood, they might have observed from their parents, from their grandparents or great grandparents. They acquired the knowledge from the surroundings, and they apply that knowledge where they are going to derive some knowledge and process it. So when we talk about data science nowadays, right now data, see, in olden days also data is there, but it was not in a digital form. So I request everybody, all the participants, to mute their audio, please. Prashant is speaking. Please mute your audio. Okay. And one more, madam. Samsung SM. Try to understand when we talk about gaining insights of data, which is diversified in nature. For example, but now data is available in a digital form. The only difference between the data science which we are using with the name data science, but our ancestors have used data science to a greater extent without using the machine learning or any other computer related algorithms. So data science is also in a different facet. We can say that it's gaining insights from huge amount of data and diversified set of data. So when I talk about diversified set of data, very soon you will understand the nature of data science projects with respect to the diversified set of data. Right? Data science is also to analyze the data. One more advantage of data science is data science works with structured data and also unstructured data. Now, when I say structured data, what is structured data? Structured data, very simple example. You have some data in an Excel sheet. It is structured data. Why it is called? Already the items are arranged in particular rows and columns. You have a proper structure. You talk about database table, or you talk about any other proper file format, it is structured data. Now, what is unstructured data? Simple language I will tell. Unstructured data means voice, image, video. There is no proper structure for that. So data science works both with structured data and also unstructured data. So data science is exclusively used for decision making. When I say decision making, what kind of decisions we are going to take from data? I will take many examples in the upcoming slides. Now, one more click, sir. Data science is a interdisciplinary field. That's why yesterday also Professor Bhattu sir was telling me that, sir, we have to target a different audience from arts, science, commerce, etc. So definitely every field of education needs data science knowledge nowadays, which you will understand very soon. Next slide, sir. Now we are talking about data science now. Next slide, please. We are talking about data science now. You can click next, sir. Yeah, please go ahead. Now, yes, sir. No, no, no. One more backside, sir. It went to the next to next. One side, click. One more, sir. One more, sir. Sorry, my no, sir. Yes, here. Now, you know, we are talking about data science. No, sir. Yes. Sir, we are talking about data science now. We are using data science now, but you can see there are two different mathematicians and computer scientists who actually termed the um, field as data analysis or data science rather than computer science. Almost 66 decades ago, people have termed people have used the concept of data science. Okay, so you can, I have shared the PPT to Professor Bhattu sir. You can share with the audience. You can go and read the history of data science. So what I mean to say from this slide is data science is not a new thing, but we are only learning now, right? Next slide, sir. Why we have to study data science? Why we have to study data science? Because there is a huge demand for, there are various roles based on the data science projects. Okay, so when we talk about data science significance, this is, we are living in 21st century. We are living in, I think you can stop annotation, sir. I think some mischievous participants are trying to draw something. You can stop annotations. Okay, so the current scenario or the current world where we are living is data driven industry, is data science or data, you can say. Now, good career opportunities are there in data science. Then you can say, sir, data science is for engineers. No, data science is for arts and commerce. Yes, Is data science only for a segment of people? No, data science belongs to everybody. Even physics, chemistry, maths, arts, commerce, political science, public administration, social science, public health, everywhere people can use. So data science is going to change the perception of the world. Data science is the future right now. So we have to study data science. Next slide, sir. Now, we are living in a data-driven society. Next slide, please. We are living in a data-driven society. Next slide. Yeah. Why? Yeah. You can click some more next in this slide, sir. Yes. As I said, data, more jobs are being created, or the role of data scientist is going to rule this particular IT segment, right? Nowadays, IT segment does not belong to computer science alone. Any branch of education can go. I will explain various scenarios also, right? So next. Now, these are not my words. Statistics are showing it. Now, coming to the data science workflow, it starts something like this. We have to handle a business problem. So what is our plan? Let us try to understand. You want to start a food transportation business, for example, like Swiggy, Zomato, etc. Or you are having your own company for some purpose. So you are going to analyze what is your plan. Then immediately you are going to uh, delve into the historical data. For example, what happened here? What happened means trying to understand the historical data. Whatever happened in the back date till today, we are going to analyze. And then, for example, you are having some e-commerce business, and some products are bought in a very good scale, but there is a decline in the purchase of some items, for example. Then from the transactions of the history, you will be able to analyze what is the root cause of the declination or inclination in some products purchase, basically. Then once you know the root cause, you are going to predict what is going to happen next. Data science is all about handling data, right? Analyzing, processing, gaining in-depth knowledge for decision making. What kind of decisions you will take, what is going to happen next. When you know what is going to happen next, you know what you have to do today. If you are able to predict, for example, if you are able to predict something which is going to happen in the future, then you can actually react on today's date, so that you will be able to handle, right? Obviously, management is all about forecasting, prediction, and then reacting to it. Instead of reacting after happening, what we do, science will help you in understanding things in a proactive manner, and the circle which continues. This is a simple explanation of data science workflow. Sir, next slide, please. In a technical sense, yeah, stop here, sir. In a technical sense, no, sir. Yeah, thank you. In a technical perspective, what you have to do is you have to define a problem. Here, problem is not the negative sense of problem, the problem or the challenge that we are going to solve using data. So data science has the following steps. Obtain the data. This is called as data collection. For example, you want to predict who is going to win in the next election. How you will predict? You are going to take at least 3-4 elections data, right? And then analyze what happened in particular constituency, what happened to particular group of people, why we have failed, etc. Now, I'm not talking into the political aspect. I'm just taking an example. So unless until you have the data, you will not be able to understand. For example, I applied for a bank loan. Definitely my previous history or the civil report. What is civil report? Civil report is a kind of measure that is applied on each and every individual taxpayer who that credit risk modeling, the financial risk analysis is done, and the CIBIL report is also a data. So you have to obtain the data. After obtaining the data, right, it can be any project, it can be from any educational background. This is in general only. This has nothing to do with any computer science engineer. Okay. Suppose if there are any missing values, sir, why missing values will be there? I will tell a simple example. You are running an e-commerce business and you want to understand and segment the customers into elite group of customers, medium range customers, or a simple normal customer. You want to, based on what you can do, how you can segment, how you can cluster me into different or a single group. For example, I am using a credit card or whatever it is. So in your e-commerce business, you take my data, right, and you will do a survey of what kind of products Nagaraju bought in the last 5 years. What is the range of products he is buying? If he is buying an electronic item, what range of electronic item he is buying? What kind of television, refrigerator, washing machine, or mobile he is buying? And what is his salary? Based on so many features or columns or data points, you are going to analyze me and keep me in elite group or a mid-range group or a low level or a normal group. So how is it possible? Only from the data. Imagine you are doing a survey and you are taking the salary of a customer in addition with all the other things. But I am not interested to give my salary. Some people may reveal their salary, some people may not reveal. Then what is going to happen? In the data set, there will be some missing values. Or you are trying to fetch some data from internet and there is some problem. So some amount of data is missing. So technically and non-technically, there is a possibility that all the data may not be available. Some points are missing. Now, in that case, what you are going to do? You have to handle the missing values. For example, for removing the missing, sometimes you will remove the record, or sometimes you will fill the values with some kind of mathematical formula like average value, etc., etc. And then one more example. For example, you are taking the Amazon customer data of today, 10 from Indian customers, 10 from UK, 10 from US. Now, all the time zones are different, but you have to process it. So what you will do? You will change the time zone of all the three different areas, UK, America, USA, and India, into a common time zone. Sometimes, I will tell you a simple example. Whenever there is a marriage, bride and bridegroom will come to the wedding hall. They look vibrant. But next, after 1 week, if you see, he's the same boy and a girl got married because a lot of cosmetic makeup has been given. Now, when a lot of makeup is there, for example, you see Kalki movie, Kamal Hassan's look is completely different. Amitabh Bachchan look is completely different. But when you remove the makeup, he looks different, right? But both the persons are same. Now remember this example. When you talk about cleaning the data, sometimes the data is expected to be in one format, but it is in another format. Then what you are going to do? You are going to transform the data. You are not going to change the data. See, just because the boy and girl are not beautiful and handsome, you are not going to replace the boy with another handsome boy in the marriage. No, you are going to make some cosmetic changes so that the boy who is not looking good also looks very handsome. So here the person is not changed. The way the looks are being given are changed. So this is called as data pre-processing. So much before the data is given to the model, you are going to pre-process the data. Then comes your exploratory data analysis. I'm trying to explain in the most non-computer science way. If you have any doubt in between, if you are unable to understand, please stop me. Otherwise, in the end, I will take question and answers. Now, what is exploratory data analysis? For example, you are working with some patient data who may get diabetic or not. For example, you have the following data. What is the data? Name of a person, okay. State of a person, okay. From which country he belongs to, okay. Then the body weight, height, blood insulin level, then the heartbeat, body mass index, etc. Now here, some features, name of a customer, okay, it may be important because we want to declare whether Nagaraju will become diabetic or not, okay. But whether Nagaraju belongs to Nagaland or Madhya Pradesh or Andhra Pradesh, how does it matter? Some items or some columns may not be important. So what we do is, in exploratory data analysis, we take only the significant features and then we give input to the model. So that part is called as feature engineering or exploratory data analysis. Then comes our actual data modeling. Now, most of the data science projects use machine learning, deep learning, neural networks, etc. So data science is a huge umbrella where your machine learning, AI, ML, everything is part of. Okay. So data modeling is about the algorithms that we are going to use. And finally, once the outcome comes, right, you are going to project the results in multiple diagrammatical mode. Means you represent some graphs, pictures, bar chart, plot chart, pie diagrams, etc. That is called as data visualization. So what is data visualization? Pictorial representation of your results. See, if you explain your customer, you have a client. If you explain everything to your customer, he will not understand anything. But if you show some figures, plots, graphs, he will understand better. He or she will understand better. So data visualization is the pictorial representation of our outcome. So this is the technical workflow. So you collect the data, clean the data, pre-process it, explore the data, give the model, and then get the results and show the results in terms of various pictures. Next slide, sir. So this is also the same thing. Like now you may tell that, sir, I am not a computer science engineer, sir. I don't know machine learning, sir. You define the problem. You be the business analyst. See, we as a computer scientist, we may not have the domain skills of the business. So you be the business analyst. I will be the data analyst, and together we can run the business. So this is a different way of same life cycle. Sir, you can go to the next slide, please. Representation, sir. Next slide, please. Now, in some research articles, this particular life cycle is present. O, obtain means collection of data. S, scrub, clean the data. E, explore the significant patterns. M, model the actual model. Then interpret the results. Yes, sir. Next slide. Which I have already explained in the previous slide itself. Now, most important thing is various application areas, and major 6 areas are given here. E-commerce, data science is applicable in e-commerce. If you are an art student, I think you can also work in a project where e-commerce, or in any project you can work as a business analyst, right? Now you see, identifying customers, as I said already, they want to do the behavior, the buying patterns of a user, and they want to segment me into different elite mode or a medium range mode or a normal customer. Recommendation of projects, products, sorry, not project, products. You log into Amazon, you will get some items which are recommended for you, and compare with your friend the recommended products. Unless until both are buying the same thing, hardly you will not have anything in common. You log into Netflix, recommended movies for you. You log into YouTube, recommended videos for you. You log into any social networking site. For example, you log into the friend Facebook, they will say friend, maybe mutual friends, it will show automatically. Nowadays, recommendation engine or product recommendation is the most useful aspect of any data science project with respect to e-commerce business. And everybody will give the review. What is the guarantee that the reviews are correct? The reviews are genuine, reviews are unbiased. So people are also using data science project solutions to analyze the reviews and to consider the review or not. Every review is not considered. Okay. So now, manufacturing industry, for example, for predicting the potential problems nowadays, see, previously a mechanic used to survey all the tell that whether there is a problem in the machine or not. But now people are not going and observing anything. There are sensors which will take the vibrations from the machines, and the automatical uh, fault detection is being done by monitoring the systems in the manufacturing units. And lot of automation has come in the manufacturing unit, food processing unit, right? And to find any anomalies and all, to schedule the maintenance, everything is done, and people are using data science in manufacturing sector. Now coming to the banking sector, now if you are an MBA student, you are a BCom student, you are a BBA student, you are an MBA student, you are a BBM student. Yes, here you are detecting the fraud transactions, credit risk modeling, customer lifetime value, right? Everything is being used by data science solutions in the banking sector. Now coming to the finance sector, for example, customer segmentation, algorithmic, people used to analyze the stock market manually, but now people write their own algorithms, or you can collaborate with the people who can write algorithms for you, and you will run the algorithm. Then automatically it will tell you which one to buy, which one to sell, what to trade. So then all the risk analysis is being done in financial sector. Now coming to the transport, I am going to explain in the next slides. More passengers, self-driving cars use data science projects. The traffic signals use the smart traffic management uses the data science project. Now coming to the healthcare, drug discovery, largest vaccine production happened in India during Corona period. How it happened? Everything happened. No manual thing. Everything is drug discovery is now biomedical image processing. Gone are those days. The doctor is only taking decisions. People are now giving everything to the algorithm, and algorithm is giving the inputs to the doctors. Biomedical image processing is one of the, maybe you, if you are not from an engineering background, that you may find least interesting in the healthcare business. But yes, there are many projects people we do based on the means healthcare domain also. Next slide, sir. Yeah, I think many students will be there from the commerce background. People are using data science project for taking intelligent and smart decisions to make a better product by taking the reviews and upgrading the ingredients or a composition of a molecule to change the product. To manage the business efficiently, people use data science projects, right? To assess the business decisions, to automate the recruiting process, right? Even the interviews are being done in an AI driven mode nowadays. The proctored examinations are being conducted, right? The questions will be asked by the chatbot itself, and your answers will be analyzed, whether you are answering manually or by yourself, or are you using any AI for that. Everything is being used for data science, is used exclusively for business. Next slide, sir. Now you see how data science is helping to improve the business. The one of the benefit of using data science for business is it will reveal many business opportunities to identify new markets for innovation, or to enhance the existing process, or it will give in-depth knowledge about the customer choices. For example, the data science would be easily decoding the customer preferences. It will customize the products to boost the satisfaction and to have a repeat business from the same customer or different customers. It will be used to mitigate the risk. It is used for business operations. For example, it will give insights from the data driven. It will give data driven insights. It will be beneficial for reducing the cost, improving the efficiency, and to also have various identify various business trends and outcomes. For example, data science projects will be useful to identify the shift in the trends, right? And the most important benefit in this is it will be used for customer anticipation. You will be able to adapt to the industrial changes that are happening. So, all in all, what I want to summarize is data science is very much useful in commerce and business. Next slide, sir. Now, in smart city, people use data science. For example, for smart water distribution, for traffic management, for intelligent shopping, for smart environment, for smart street lights, right? For good public safety, for understanding the air pollution, or for some electrical vehicle management, for water gas leakage detection. See, there are many areas which the data science projects are used in smart cities also. One of the area you can also work on, right, based on your interest. Yes, next slide, sir. As I said, in self-driving car, for example, there are so many things which are emitting the emission coming out from a self-driving car. For example, in a self-driving car, you have to see what is coming in the coming signal. Even if it is a red light or a green light or wait signal, suppose if there is an obstacle in front of me, as a human being, I will apply brake. But how car will apply brake? It has to understand the distance, braking distance in front of me also. I should also alert the backside rear vehicle. Suddenly, if I apply a brake, the backside guy can come and hit me. No, backside also there may be a self-driving car. So there are a lot of information which is coming out of a car, which is a basic self-driving car, right? So data science projects are also used in self-driving cars. Next slide, sir. I'm just giving a rough idea the role of data science in various fields. Okay. Next slide, sir. We are in 16th slide, 17th slide, please. Yeah, you can skip this and go to next, please. 18th slide. Yeah, smart water management system. Recently, I got a patent grant also. We developed a hardware prototype for understanding the better water distribution across the metropolitan and smart cities. So people are now talking about measuring the water quality and quantity of the water source, how much water is available. For example, we are getting water from a river, imagine, from 300 or 400 kilometers away. Now, earlier, people used as it is, but in a smart distribution system, based on the content of water or quantity of water available in the water source, I can give information to all the users. Please reduce your water usage, or I can pump more water in a place where more usage is there. Instead of pumping the water regularly for everybody in the same quantity, I can also judge. Or, for example, one area is not having water. There is a nearby area which has good amount of water for the next 2 3 days. The consumption is less there, but the tank is full. What I can do is I can pump more water So you can divert instead of bringing the water from a long distance, you can also divert the water from the nearby water tank, which has enough ample amount of water. So what people can use data science projects. Okay, they can also identify the leak, they can also identify the pressure control, etc. And they can use data science for a better water distribution system for human beings, and also the crops also. I will tell about cultivation later on. Next slide, sir. Sir, I will take another 10 minutes extra because we started 10 minutes or 15 minutes late.
No
12:40
problem,
I
sir.
will
Please.
stop, sir. So
No problem,
data
sir.
science in healthcare. Yeah. As I said, yeah, in medical imaging, in drug discovery, in monitoring the patient health. I'm not sure. Nowadays, people are having a shirt where there are so many sensors which are inbuilt in the shirt itself. You will not feel that there are sensors. They are called as wearable body area network. Your body area becomes a network. It will read the pulse, it can read the heart rate, and automatically information will go to the nearest ambulance if there is a critical thing, or information can go to a doctor nearby, information can go to the family member, right? To alert the people. So monitoring the patient health is also being done by using that with the help of data science projects in healthcare, especially drug discovery, genomics. Next, sir. So, as I said, in healthcare, people are trying to collect, diagnose, and collect the data samples from the patients, analyze the molecular characterization which is creating the disease, etc. Then the disease is mapped to the treatment database, mapping which disease, what is treatment, and then you can results to the doctor immediately. For example, you see you are going to one doctor in month for the same cure. One doctor who you are meeting, if you are going to the next doctor, he has to see the test again. He will redo the test again to get money, commercialized way of treatment. So I'm not commenting on the doctor field, but what I am saying is what is happening in the regular day-to-day activities. I am just monitoring. Whereas if you have a patient data bank with the entire record of the patient history from their childhood till they are dead, what will happen? Every time you go to a new doctor, you give a unique ID. You will get every data there, right? So the treatment of a patient can become simple, right? And then you refine the results and you put the data back to the um, data bank, and these things will continue as a life cycle. So big data is used in healthcare, and data science is used in healthcare in many aspects. Next slide, sir. As I said, I think you can skip this, sir, because it is also talking about the same. Now, coming to the education sector, education is any education, any field. I am saying in education. So in the domain of education, you can identify, for example, you are taking a class. One of my project students are working in this. We set up some cameras in the classroom. The camera will capture the teacher, camera will capture the face expressions of the students. Then I derive some emotions from the student, and then I will decide whether the class is interesting or boring, so that I can get feedback, direct feedback. In general, no, the students are scared or students are not asked to. In general, I am telling. Some will ask, you can open to the questions, but in general, there is a conception, right? Teacher may not like questions asked, many questions asked by the students in the class, or some students will be scared to ask, or some people are shy to ask. They feel shy, they feel guilty to ask. So what they will do? So we can have a data science project where the emotion will be captured or the emotions will be derived from the captured. Barsam Praveen, there is no need to mute your video, please. Barsam Praveen, and one more madam here. Motorola Moto 685 5G. Kids are playing with the mobile. Please stop your video. It is distracting me. Okay. Then measuring the instructor performance, monitoring the student requirement, or bringing innovations in the curriculum. We are manually improving the curriculum, but there are data science projects which you can use to automatically improve the curriculum. Then, sir, next, sir. Parents will be involved. The parents can be involved in refining the curriculum also. Better teacher and student involvement will be done. Next slide, sir. By using the data science projects in education field, one person is continuously listening. Please switch off your video. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, data science is used in telecom industry also. How it will be used? For optimizing the products, for optimizing the price, for identifying the fraud transactions or fault calls, preventing the customer churn. Nowadays, people don't need no need to change the mobile number. Without changing the mobile number, I can change from Geo to Vodafone to Airtel, Tata, etc., etc. So what I mean to say is, to prevent the customer churn, people are using data science projects in telecom industry. Next slide, sir. This you can skip, sir. Finance I have already covered. Next slide, sir. Yeah, one of my research area. Everybody, whoever, whichever degree you are actually pursuing, you use social networks. People, they, means it's a negative example. Don't take it in a positive sense. I am telling a negative example. People upload their suicide note in a Facebook and they will die. People, many times we see exams are going on, sad smiley, one selfie, and they upload. They don't share any emotion with their friends. They don't share any emotion with the parents. They don't share any information to the teachers. Rather, they share everything in the Facebook. So I am also working. I have produced one PhD based on this. We are doing sentiment analysis from the textual data or other data posted on the social networks. So we derive the positive and negative emotions, the sentiment basically. What we do is we collect the data, we pre-process it, and we apply some machine learning techniques to understand whether the information given is in a positive note or a negative note. Whatever education you belong to, you can work in this particular area. Next, sir. So basically, social network analysis. Data science is used in social network analysis. Yeah, here I think this you can skip, sir, because I already explained manufacturing industry. Next, please. Yes, you can be from an BSc agriculture background, or you can be from an agricultural family background, right? You can give back something to the society where, for weather prediction, for I think the government of Telangana has one project where they predict what kind of pesticide to use, and that government of Telangana project is well, 5% of the yield is increased, and some amount of pesticide usage is reduced by using that project. Telangana has a project, okay? Digital crop mapping, weather prediction, fertilizer recommendation, identifying the diseases from the leaf, images of the crop, adapting to the climate, or automation in the irrigation system, etc., are some examples which you can use data science for agriculture. Next slide, sir. As I said, smart farming. People are now going for understanding the how to do farming by using data science solutions. Yes, sir. Next. Next, sir. Next, sir, because I want to cover the topics. Now, there are many other use cases. For example, Facebook for social network analysis, for identifying the kind of customer you are, what kind of behavior you have. Are you a positive driven person, which you are based on your post, the sentiment will be extracted and your emotion will be derived. Amazon uses to improve the e-commerce experience. Uber, Uber, Ola, Rapido, they use the data science project for optimizing the ride. Banks, for example, Bank of America, they use this for increasing the customer experience. Make my trip, Tribo, Go Ibibo, Clear My Trip, Ease My Trip, etc. Airbnb. These are using their data science solutions to improve their search. Spotify, Ghana, etc. They use for music recommendation. See, earlier you have to create a playlist. Now, playlist is automatically created. You watch some video songs in YouTube. Automatically, you click one. Next song will automatically come, which you already heard earlier. Who told them to create a playlist? Playlist is already created. Sometimes you skip. If you skip multiple times, then it will automatically removed from the playlist. Next slide, sir. Yeah, this you can skip, sir. This is for engineers. Skip. Yes, data scientist. Now you see the best role right now for any one of you who want to grow up in your career in IT sector or non-IT sector, because data scientist is not only for computer science. You can see clearly here, engineering is only 16%, computer science is only 19%, so 35. Then maths and statistics is 32. So 67%, two-third only is from this background. Rest all is from the other backgrounds. So that means 33% of the field, what you are, if you are a non-medical background or non-engineering background, non-math background, 33% share of data scientists are occupied by other people only, social science, arts, and commerce, right? So this is the best role in the current era. For another 1 decade, data scientist role will lead the IT sector. Next, what are the yes, sir, next, sir. What are the skill sets that are required? Yeah, here you see 1/4 is only programming knowledge. Programming in database is only 1/4. Math is also 1/4. But other things you see, having domain knowledge is also 1/4. Good communication and visualization skills is also 1/4. So non-technical background is 50% here. Technical background is 25%. Mathematical knowledge is 25%. But other skills are occupying half of the skill set. Be it a soft skill, be it a domain knowledge, be it a visualization communication skills. So you need not be a 100% an engineering background student to work on that. So next, sir. Yeah, you can see here, data scientist may be an engineer, but data analyst working on several things. The difference, everything is given to you here. You can also get the slides from Professor Bhattu, sir. Sir, next. Various packages that are used for Python. Now, I want to exclusively tell, sir, if you are an arts student, sir, how data science can be used. For example, for law and public policy, for legal analytics. For example, I will tell students studying law, political science, or public administration, They can also use data science for what, sir? To uncover the patterns in judicial behavior, to predict the legal outcomes. Even law students also, I teach law, data structure and business algorithms. IIM Rohtak, I am a visiting professor there in IIM Rohtak, Haryana, right? So for sociology and psychology, you can also work on social impact and behavior analysis. For example, for students studying sociology, psychology, or social work, data science provides various tools to measure the social phenomena quantitatively, right? So, and for literature, linguistics, and history, the study of human culture and language over time is being revolutionized by the ability of to digitize and analyze vast archives of historical texts. So what I mean to say is literature, linguistics, historical background, culturomics, we say. They also work with fine arts and art history. Data science is heavily utilized in the preservation, authentication, and curation of visual arts and historical artifacts. Then for urban planning and geography, understanding how humans interact with their environment, both historically and presently. They require a blend of geographic data and sociological insight. So, what I mean to say is many, for example, in business administration and public management, people can use data science. For philosophy and cognitive science, AI ethics and logic, people use in media studies, right? How understanding how the demographics interact with the digital world is a massive area of study, particularly regarding cultural identity and mental health. People can use data science even for medical humanities and public health. For example, digital healthcare logistics. Why? Because medical humanities bridge the gap between human experience and clinical practice. So when they pair with data, it can revolutionize the healthcare access in challenging environments, right? And for investigative journalism, for example, if there are any journalism means related student, the modern journalism relies heavily on data literacy to uncover the stories hidden in massive data sets and to protect the sensitive information. So there are multiple examples I can say where data science is being used, right? So that's it from my end. Sir, next slide I think is only references and question and answers, and my email ID and phone number is also given. So you can, sir, you can go to the next slide, the last slide. Next, yeah. So these are my email ID and phone number. Kindly don't send good morning, good evening messages or any other messages to me. So I am very much approachable. If you have any doubts, and if you want to collaborate anything with me with related to guiding any student projects, you are most welcome. I really thank the Dean and Professor Bhattu sir and Dean Madam for giving this wonderful opportunity to interact with people who are sitting away from me. I'm basically from Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh. I am working in NIT Nagaland for the past 12 and a half years. So I hope the presentation is informative, which gave a rough, vast idea in which area I can work, you can work. Thank you all. So it's up to the organizers and the participants now. Thank you all.
Yeah, it's really a wonderful lecture, a thought-provoking content. Thank you, sir, Nagra sir, for your valuable time and for your wonderful lecture for our students. And it's time for question and answers. When are any one or two questions, students, if you have any doubts or any queries, you can raise your hands and so that unmute your nation. Shiva, you can. Shiva, you can unmute yourself and you can ask. Santosh garu, you also.
Sir,
Yeah,
sir,
Santosh garu,
thank you.
please.
So, thank you, sir. So this is very much helpful to understand what data science is and how it will be helpful. I have a quick question related to the previous mentioned emotion analysis, correct? There you also mentioned that you have used ML, right? So
Yes, sir.
we have all the psychological data when we related from the past a decade or a century, everyone is collecting this psychological data, right? So why we still go to the ML? Why can't we use the same data? So I know the technology improves a lot, but what is the use of ML over here?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Sir, if you are gathering the psychological data, right? Right
Yeah.
now, you may have the psychological data of the past, but what kind of data, how the data is collected, whether it is collected from the data records from the doctors, the psychological data which you mentioned, sir, is
Correct,
it
correct.
collected from the doctor or
So not only
from the
from the
doctor?
doctor,
Now,
yeah,
uh,
from the doctors or from the psychologists, or we have so many books over there, right? In the not only the in the PDF or in the textbooks, in the
okay.
data level only, correct? So at the end, we are
Yes,
taking
sir.
the
Now,
ML also from that,
coming,
right?
yeah, I am coming to
Sorry,
it,
go
sir.
ahead.
Now, you see, when you, 1 minute, sir. Yeah, yeah. Sir, the data is collected from the doctors or from the psychologists, right? But what I am talking about the sentiment analysis right now is people are now liking to communicate in the social media rather than the individual physical mode of communication. You go to any restaurant or anywhere, sir, four people will be sitting, everybody will be only doing something in the mobile. They don't talk to each other while eating food also. So what I mean to say is, here people are putting negative post in the Facebook. For example, even NIT Nagaland also, one student is there. He committed suicide in front of me. He jumped from the second floor. Luckily, he is alive, but he discontinued the education. Before he jumped, from 3-4 months, he keep on posting negative post in the Facebook. So data computer scientists like me, we are working on such kind of data where doctor will not have that data, whereas Facebook has that. So we take the data from the Facebook, Twitter, etc. posts, identify the psychology of the student, so that we can immediately give attention to them, so that they will not commit suicide. That's basically a different dimension of social network analysis which I am talking about. But the psychological data which doctor, that is also useful. Now coming to the second segment of question, why we have to use ML? Sir, when you have lakhs of terabytes of data, machine learning provides quick analysis than the human being. That's why we are using machine learning models on that. But I am not saying machine learning will give 100% accurate result, but it will give you, or it will make many hidden patterns open to you so that you can analyze from there. Yes, sir. Next. Any other questions, sir?
Shiva, unmute, yeah. Shiva, you can unmute yourself and you can ask the question.
Shiva, sir, whether I answered your question, sir?
Or else next you can, Santosh, sorry, Ganesh,
Shiva,
you can.
sir, did I answer your question?
No, that question was from Santosh, sir.
I think you can unmute and ask.
Ganesh, you can
Okay.
unmute yourself and you can ask.
I hope I answered the question.
Ganesh, please, you can ask.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon. My name is Ganesh. I'm from Telangana, and also I'm a founder of LifeX AI, and also acting CEO for that AI company. And my producer is my computer science department professor, sir. And sir, my only one question is how the AI healthcare and AI health tech is going to impact in next upcoming in 2030s. how it's going to be impacting current market?
Yeah. Yes. AI in healthcare is going to dominate the entire field of medical science. Why? Because uh, people are now using the brain images, the MRI, or people are using the detecting the lung cancers or kidney issues. Basically, the entire human body can be represented in terms of images. It can be CT scan, it can now, right? All the images are fed into the algorithm models, and people are able to predict. For example, much before I am becoming diabetic, from my content, from my data, right? By using the historical data, you can predict that whether Nagaraju can become diabetic or not, whether Nagaraju is having cancer or not. So people are now changing their perception towards data-driven health society. Gone are those days where everybody is manually doing everything. Even the
Sir.
doctors nowadays, people from the Ayurvedic field, homeopathic field, the English medicine field, and the engineers, everybody is coming together, and there are in many IITs also. IIT is basically a BTech and MTech or PhD related institutes, right? Technical education institutes, but they also have some kind of hospital mechanism there where people are working. Even we are also writing some projects along with collaboration with some doctors where we can identify the diseases much before than it becomes heavy into the patient body and then detecting it. So it is going to rule the field of healthcare in the coming 1 decade or 2 decades. Definitely AI is going to take care.
Currently, we are working on a prototype,
Yes.
sir, which helps the patients and connecting doctors all across the sectors. And not only that, we are also trying to predict the pattern analysis of a disease, that how it's going to spread across the entire body by using the different data sheets of using different patients' data.
Yeah, that's what I said. No, people are using data to predict the diseases much before it happens in a different level. Yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah,
true.
yes, sir.
Yeah, very good work. Yeah, you are doing good work, Ganesh. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Professor Barusa, thank you, sir. Thank you for this opportunity.
Yes, anybody else?
Yeah, welcome, Ganesh.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, audible, Srinivas sir.
Yeah, sir. Sir, I want to ask a quick doubt about AI. May I know what is AI project cycle and how it differs from the data science workflow chart?
Yeah, actually, because the AI, ML, everything, the life cycle is same. Why? Because in AI also we do data collection, data pre-processing, exploratory data analysis, model and visualization. This is same. Why? Because data science is now the big umbrella or a wrapper inside which all your AI, ML, DL, convolutional, neural, everything resides inside. So data science is an outer layer where the life cycle is same. It's not different. It is same.
Okay, sir. So you are just saying that it's a wrapper around data science is a wrapper around all those applications of AI and domains of AI.
Yes. Yes. Not only
Okay,
AI.
sir. Thank you, sir,
It
for
can be image processing. It can be computer networks. It can be any domain, any field. Data science is a wrapper around all of them.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir, for clarifying this doubt. It was a wonderful session.
Thank you.
1 minute. Even ఒకసారి approval ఇవ్వండి. Shiva, you can unmute yourself and you can. Shiva, you can, or else David, you can unmute yourself and you can ask. Yeah, David, you
Am
can
I
ask.
audible? Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible. David, you can ask. Please.
Thank you, Nagaraj sir. Thank you, Nagaraj sir, for this session. I'm so proud of you. As a Telugu person, you are representing our land. I'm so proud of you, sir, and thank you for this session. And my question is regarding to the data science, which is in which way I can use the data science to make some bots, like providing some quick data to the user who want to avoid reading large amount of data and get the simple quick answer for any limited questions.
Can you please repeat once again, please?
Sir, as you say, data can be in terabytes. I get it.
Can you please repeat your question?
Hello, sir. As you say, data can
I
be
didn't
much
understand
larger.
properly.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, audible. Data
Okay,
can be
okay.
much larger. Yes.
So a person can't invest large time to read every single data. As you said, data cannot be limited to one section like programming. Data is a programming is a part of the data. So I want you to answer me to this question, that how can I use the data to create some programs? Is it good enough to create a program like bot or user bot which helps a user to answer the question? So instead of avoiding large time in investing, reading the data and analyzing, can we use programs like bots and user bots to read and get the answer much quicker?
Yeah. Coming to your question, I will try to answer. One small clarity: program is not part of data. Programming is being kind of coding implemented on the existing data. So data is there. Program will work on the data. Data is an input to the program. So program is not part of data. Okay. One clarity. Next, instead of, as the data is a huge amount of diversified or humongous data, as you said, bot can also read the entire data and answer the queries of the human being. Yes. But what for you are using the bot? Every bot has different. For example, a life insurance company bot cannot answer my query, is application driven. For example, the bot which is used by a banking sector cannot be used for a healthcare. So for every application, there can be a chatbot which can answer the huge amount of data to the customer, rather the customer reading everything by his own. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. And also, I have another question. I hope you don't mind. So
Yes.
my
Yeah,
question
no
is,
problem. You ask.
okay. So my question is, as you said, data science is much vast and much large. I want to know, as a Beacon computer student, in which sectors I can get a good job to work, and in which sectors I can invest my personal time to learn and evaluate myself and make some projects which are useful for me and my nation. Because I am so confused
If
right
you are
now.
from a BCom, you are from a BCom computer science background, right?
Yes, sir.
So if you are from commerce and computer background, what I suggest is you can take banking or finance sector related project. You learn some Python skills. Now you are a double-edged sword. You know commerce, you know computer science programming. So you can use your knowledge and financial sector or banking sector projects, as you are from commerce with the computer science knowledge.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes. Any
Friends,
doubts?
any more doubts?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, sir. I think there are no doubts. Now it's time for vote of thanks. My colleague Himabindu Madam will give the vote of thanks.
Yeah, myself, Himvindu, from Department of Computer Science, from Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University. It's my privilege to convey my vote of thanks for this webinar. Thank you, Dr. Nagaraju Baideti, sir, Assistant Professor from Computer Science and Engineering from NIT Nagaland, for your wonderful thought-provoking lecture on data science with more real-time examples. I extend my sincere thanks to Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Professor Ganta Chakrapani Garu, for giving the approval for this webinar. I extend my sincere thanks to Professor Pushpa Chakrapani Madam, Director Academic and Dean Faculty of Sciences, and also convener for this webinar. Thank you so much, Madam, for encouraging various academic activities. I extend my gratitude to Dr. LVK Reddy, sir, Registrar of this university. I extend my sincere thanks to in charge Computer Center, Vasant Rao, sir, and his team. And thank you so much to all the participants for attending this webinar. Thank you, Anil.
Yeah, let's close this webinar. Thank you all the participants, and especially thank you, Nagaraj sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.